Darren,
exactly.
I'm not going to put you on the spot, but Nissan Motor Company in Japan, I mean, they obviously view all this with great interest because you're promoting the brand globally this way, and you're responsible for UK and Europe, I guess. So
I'm responsible for Europe, yeah.
Yeah, for Europe. Now, back in the 89-90, I was motorsport press officer for Nissan when they ran the Group C program, and to be frank, in those days it was a struggle. The Japanese would want you to say something different to what actually happened, and Nissan would come in with a hole in the block. They'd say, oh, electrical problem. It wasn't just Nissan, it was Toyota as well, it was Mazda. That, we noticed this change completely. You haven't had so many problems, of course, but Toyota, they put a hole in the block on Thursday night. They immediately said, we've got a hole in the block, you know, there's been a problem. That has been a big change, hasn't it?
I was just going to interrupt and say we've just heard from the race director, for those of you that didn't hear, that Anthony Davidson is just at the medical centre. He's not going to hospital. He's just being looked over at the medical centre. So that's really good news.
Special about Le Mans.
Excellent. And I think the other thing we need to ask you about, we've mentioned about Lola and its problems. Hopefully the company is going to survive, but are you okay for Spurs for the rest of the season? That's the...
Well, you know, they say every cloud has a silver lining. The cloud that we had at Spa, at the World Championship race at Spa, when Alexander Sims had that big accident, the silver lining to that was we then kind of really got up to speed with all the spares that we could get our hands on. In fact, we kind of overcompensated for the accident in Spa. And then, of course, when Lola had some problems, you know, that was pretty surprising this weekend. I think all the teams in the pit lane have been enjoying seeing Toyota battling with Audi to that extent, and Anthony Davidson particularly, you know, what a great job he did in qualifying.
What more can one say?
Exactly, not a lot.
Mark Gallagher, thank you very much for coming along.
Thank you.
Status have been the class of the field, and let's hope you do really well. We'd like to see both the Irish teams do well, of course.
Thank you very much.
So, still under safety car, and as Jeremy told us a few minutes ago, probably about another 15 minutes to go. Team manager car 81 to report immediately